Hi everyone, welcome back to the SAM Biology classes online. I am Salim. Today we are going to discuss some of the important genetic problems which are very important for the NEET examinations. Okay, so we'll discuss few of the important genetic problems which may be asked this year. So follow this video till the end. Okay. So without wasting the time, let us study these problems. Okay. See the first problem. If both the parents have AB blood group, then the possible blood groups in their progenies are. Okay. So try to understand the question. So they have given that both the parents have AB blood group, and what are the possibilities of the blood groups in their offsprings are nothing but progenies. Okay, so ಎರಡು ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ AB ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಅವರ ಮಕ್ಕಳಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ ಅಂಡ್ ಬಿ ಓನ್ಲಿ, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ ಎ ಬಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಎ ಬಿ ಓನ್ಲಿ, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ ಎ ಬಿ ಅಂಡ್ O only, option D AB and O. See, we know that blood group, it is a very important example for the codominance phenomenon, and let us solve this problem. See, first we will solve the problem. So they have given that both the parents have AB blood group. Okay, so that is nothing but we know that the genotype, that is AB blood group IA IB. Okay, so another parent is also given that so IA IB. We know that because it is A represents the allele cap IA, that is IBN. Okay, fine. Now we will draw that checkerboard. Okay, so this was the checkerboard that we have to draw. Now just cross multiply. So this with this, okay, then this with this. Similarly, this again you can write it. Okay, IB IA, nothing but AB. So you can write 2 into 3, nothing but 3 into 2. Both are same. Okay, then B. Okay, now you can write the blood groups. Okay, see first one. So we know that both are A, nothing but A blood group. Okay, IA IB means nothing but here both are codominant. We know that, so it is nothing but the AB blood group. Here also again AB blood group. Here IB nothing but the B blood group. So the first, so here the possible blood groups are A, B and O. Okay, therefore in the given problem, okay, in the given problem answer B is correct. Okay, so this is how you have to solve this first problem. So A, B and AB only. So this is the right answer. Okay, so you can solve this very simply by using this technique. Okay, now we'll move to the second problem. See the second problem. A pea plant is heterozygous for round and yellow seed, where selfed nothing but self pollination. Okay, and total 640 seeds are collected. Find the total number of seeds with double recessive trait. So double recessive trait is nothing but both the recessive traits should be there. Okay, so it is a very important problem. You know that they have given round and yellow seed. Round, it is shape of the seed, and yellow is the color of the seed. Therefore it is a best example for the dihybrid cross experiment which is performed by the Mendel. Okay, and they have, in the question they have given the 640 seeds are collected. Okay, so this is the data that you have to generate. Okay, now let us solve this problem, and these problems are very important, and you have to just remember the method how to solve. They will change this number. Okay, they will change the number, but the method for solving this problem will be the same. Follow that trick. It is very simple. See, as I told you, it is the best example for dihybrid cross. Okay, so dihybrid cross experiment example. So we know that dihybrid cross ratio, that is 9:3:3:1. Okay, So we know that the ratio for the dihybrid cross. So now what you have to do is you have to add all these three, and is nothing but 9 plus 3 12 plus 3 15, then plus 1 nothing but 16. Okay, now in the problem they have collected 640 seeds. So this is the total number of seeds that are given in the problem. Okay, problem alle kottidare 640 anta. Now you have to divide this by the 16. Okay, you have to take this reading here and you have to divide. Now you only see, so 16 1 ja, so 16 4 ja. Okay, so nothing but your answer is now it is 40. Okay, so therefore so 40 will be that one. So now you see this. Okay, they have given that what is asked in the question. Okay, I will bring the question paper back. So find the total number of seed with double recessive trait. Okay, double recessive trait is nothing but, just recall that in the 9, what is the meaning of 9? 9 means a double dominant trait, means both the traits are dominant, you know that. So round yellow, round green, wrinkle yellow, wrinkle green. So in this ratio, which is double recessive? 1. So therefore what you have to do is multiply that 1 into 40, so that is equal to 40. Okay, so suppose in the question if they have asked double dominant trait or both dominant trait, means you have to multiply this question with 9 into 40. Okay, 9 into 40 ಜೊತೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ 9 4 ಜಾ, so 36, that is 360. Okay, when the question is asked for double or both dominant trait, but in the question paper, okay, you can see that, so they have mentioned that find the total number of seed with recessive trait, so that is answer is our 40. Again in this option also B is the correct. Okay, so just remember, first we have to know the Mendelian ratio, so then divide by the given total number. So suppose they may give you 800, okay, or they may give 160. So whatever they will give the total number of seeds, that you have to divide it by the 16, then multiply with the ratio number which is asked in the question. ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದು ಕೇಳಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಡಬಲ್ ರಿಸೆಸಿವ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ವಿತ್ 1. ಡಬಲ್ ಡಾಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ಆರ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಬೋತ್ ಡಾಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ವಿತ್ ದ 9. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. Now coming to the third problem, a plant, okay, a plant, actually A ಆಗಬೇಕು. A plant is having a genotype. So the genotype is given capital A small a, capital B, capital C small c, capital D small d. Okay, this is the genotype of a plant. Then how many types of gametes are produced? So how many different types of gametes are produced when the plant is having this type of genotype, it was asked. See, if you remember the previous video, I told you how to solve this type of problem. So a video yaradru nodilla andre you can go back and you can see that video, and now also I will tell you how to solve this type of problem. Okay, so in the question the given that, so this is the genotype of the plant and we have to find the gametes. Okay, I told you the simplest trick to find this type of, to solve this type of problem is apply the formula 2 raised to x. Okay, where x is equal to number of heterozygous condition. Okay, remember the x is equal to the number of heterozygous condition in the given problem. So you can see that this is one heterozygous condition, this is another heterozygous condition, and this is heterozygous condition. So here both are capital are there, nothing but this is the homozygous condition. Okay, therefore in this case x is equal to 3. Okay, so there are 3 heterozygous conditions are there. Now substitute the value of x in this. Okay, that is 2 raised to 3, nothing but 2 into 2 into 2. Therefore 2 2 ja 4, 4 2 ja 8. So the answer is 8. Okay, now coming back to that problem, see they have given the options 4, 8, 16, 2. So I told you that answer is 8. You can easily solve orally also by looking at the number of heterozygous conditions. So 1 2 3. Okay, 3 means 2 raised to 3, nothing but 2 2 ja 4, 4 2 ja 8. Within few seconds you can answer this type of problems because time is very precious in the NEET examination. So ಅಲ್ಲಿ time ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Therefore we should have some techniques to solve this type of problem. Okay, so I told you the formula for this type of problem is 2 raised to x. Okay, now coming to the fourth problem, when both the parents are carrier for sickle cell anemia. Okay, when both the parents are carrier for the sickle cell anemia, then what are the chances of getting an affected offspring? So they have given that both the parents are carrier, okay, and they are asking what are the chances of getting an affected offspring. Affected offspring ಬರುವ ಸಾಧ್ಯತೆ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ 50%, 75%, 25%, 100%. Okay, so this is also a very important problem. So we know that sickle cell anemia, it is a very important genetic disorder and it is also example for the autosomal recessive trait, and this disease is transmitted to the offspring when both the parents are carrier. Okay, when both the parents are carrier, then only this disease is transmitted from the parents to the offspring. Now let us solve this problem. See, now we know that the alleles for sickle cell anemia can be represented by HbA, HbS. Okay, and also you know that HbA represent the homozygous normal, but in the question they have given carrier. We know that what is the meaning of carrier. So a parent is carrier when one of the allele has a recessive condition. Okay, so ಎರಡು ಅಲೀಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಅಲೀಲ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ರಿಸೆಸಿವ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. एक अलील जो है रिसेसिव कंडीशन में होता है. So HbA is normal but HbS is a recessive allele. Okay, so now don't worry about this. So they have given both the parents are carrier, therefore HbA, HbS. Okay, so this is the another parent. Now you can do again by multiplying that using the Punnett square. HbA, HbS, again here also HbA, HbS. So now cross multiply that HbA, HbA. Okay, this with this. Now multiply this one with this HbA, HbS. Fine. Now this one with the this HbA, HbS. Okay, now again finally HbS, HbS. Okay, so now what is this? It is a normal condition, normal offspring. What about this? It is a HbA, HbS, means one of the allele is mutant, nothing but the, it is also a carrier. HbA, HbS, it is also a carrier, but this is our HbS, HbS means both the alleles are in recessive condition, nothing but it is a affected offspring. So out of 4, one offspring is affected, nothing but 1/4. If you multiply for, so if you compare it for 100 divided by 4, that is nothing but the 25%. So 25% of the chances of getting an affected offspring when both the parents are carrier for the sickle cell anemia. Okay, so this is the method to solve this problem. So 25% is the answer. So now see that question again. So when both the parents are carrier for sickle cell anemia, then what are the chances of getting an affected offspring? So answer is nothing but 25%, that is C. Okay, so C is your answer, 25%. Okay, I hope you understood these genetic problems. In upcoming videos also I will solve some of the another important genetic problems. So subscribe the channel and like the video and share it among your friends. Thank you.